Hey everybody, welcome to Movie Time. I'm me. Alright, so let's get right into it, guys. A couple of titles were announced this week, and I think they're pretty interesting. They're both movies that I'm very much looking forward to. First off is the next installment of a new franchise, Guardians of the Galaxy. As far as we know, it was going to be Guardians of the Galaxy 2, possibly a subtitle, or just Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We now know there's been a slight alteration, and the title is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I really like this. It's really right there with the theme of the mixtape that Peter Quill, Chris Pratt's character, got in the first movie, and I like that it's carrying it over to the second movie. The actual mixtape for the mixtape volume 2 that he gets at the end, spoiler alert, is actually, all the music's been decided on like way a long time ago. So I'm really looking forward to this. I like the title. I think it's nice to go with that theme. I think James Gunn's gonna do a pretty good job. He's a very creative individual, and I like how his mind works with these movies. The second title that was announced this week is the new Star Trek title. It is Star Trek 3. The new title is now Star Trek Beyond. Now, Simon Pegg took over partially. He was writing this with someone else, but he took over after Roberto Orci was let go, and I think that they've been saying that this film is going to go back to the roots of Star Trek and be a little bit more explorative, which is great. I really like that. The movie doesn't have to be a super like action-packed film, because that's never what Star Trek's been. So you want to have some of that action, but you also need to stick to your roots. So I'm happy if this title Beyond, Star Trek Beyond, is a telling of how the storyline is going to go, that they're actually going to go beyond what they're at right now and go see what's out there in the universe, then by all means I'm down with that, and I look forward to that. I want to see what Simon Pegg had up his sleeves with ideas of the screenplay, the script for this film. I'm really looking forward to both of these films. I'm happy that they announced the titles, and I think they're both good titles for both films. Second bit of news is regarding a prequel that I was actually pretty excited for. It was Kong Skull Island. They have announced that they lost 2 actors that they died. It's very, very sad. No, they lost 2 actors. They backed out of the film, Michael Keaton and J.K. Simmons. This is not great news for Kong Skull Island, because J.K. Simmons, fresh off of his Best Supporting Actor Academy Award. Michael Keaton, fresh off of winning Best Motion Picture, with Birdman. So I mean, 2 great actors, 2 guys that are really, even though they're they're in their 50s, they are the best. They are doing the best they've ever done in their careers as actors, and it would have been great to have these guys in there. J.K. Simmons, I love that guy. He's funny. He knows. After seeing Whiplash, man, he's this great actor. He's really proven that he has those chops. And Michael Keaton's always fun to watch. He's really quirky. I like him as well. So this is not great news. It's not good news at all. It does put a little downer on Kong Skull Island, and I really hope that they can bounce back from this. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they announce that they get some people, some pretty good actors to fill in for these guys, hopefully soon, really soon. And the last bit of news this week, Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, they have released some set photographs. Now these are not what we're used to lately of these people using their camera phones from a mile away. It's not one of those. These are from Entertainment Weekly. They all look pretty interesting. They're all nice and clear HD, and they show us some things that are pretty interesting. First of all, I mean, the biggest thing I noticed from all the pictures was Batman, Ben Affleck, who, by the way, sidebar, him and his wife Jennifer Gardner are divorcing after 10 years. It's really sad. I thought they were perfect together. Benifer, but oh well. Anyway, back to the story at hand. They show a picture of him, Ben Affleck, and Gal Gadot, Batman and Wonder Woman, and they're kind of getting a little close and cozy right there. It looks like they're at some kind of gala event or dance, and it shows Wonder Woman kind of backing it up on him. I wonder what that is alluding to. Is there a relationship there? Is she playing both sides of the field? Because she could be with Superman, but she's gonna be with Batman for now and kind of piss him off. Is this intricate plot line, storyline in the story, that the reasoning behind why they might be fighting? I don't know, but it's cool to talk about all that stuff. So there's other pictures, of course, but this is the one that caught my eye the most. Let me know, you guys, down below what you guys think of all the pictures that were released this week for Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Alright guys, now on to the trailer segment of the day. There were 3 trailers that caught my attention this week. The first off was the first trailer, or I don't know, they keep calling these first trailers these days as teasers, but they're still 2 minutes long, so that doesn't make any sense. This is a trailer and it's for Creed, and I gotta say, I really like it. I really like it. It makes me feel like a much more updated version of Rocky. Even Sylvester Stallone as Rocky is in there. I'm looking forward to this. I want to see what they are doing with this. I think it's going to be different than everything else, all the previous Rockies. You got the director from Fruitvale Station who worked with Michael B. Jordan as well in that film, directing this film. And so I think this one is going to be a lot deeper than what we're used to, and it's going to be a really good movie. I'm expecting this one to be filled with some good drama, some good acting, and a good story. The second trailer that caught my attention this week is the I Am Chris Farley trailer for the I Am Chris Farley documentary that is going to be shown on Spike TV. Now, again, this is on TV, but it is a documentary. It is a movie. You can get it on, I think, video on demand before that. I think later this month in July, or at select theaters in July. I am really looking forward to this film. Chris Farley died way too young, and I know I spoke about it before, so I'm going to keep it short, but I really loved his comedic talent. Some of my favorite comedies are his movies, at least 2 of them for sure, and I really want to know more about him. I want to know about the ups and the downs. I want to know more of who he was and what he had to deal with, so I'm really looking forward to this one. Just watching this trailer really, really broke me up inside. So I'm looking forward to this one. I'm gonna watch this documentary with the box of Kleenexes next to me, so I can cry whenever need be. But I'm really looking forward to this one. And the third trailer that caught my attention this week is the Steve Jobs trailer, and this was starring Michael Fassbender as Steve Jobs. You got Seth Rogen as Wozniak, and that's the only people I knew in this film. Now, I have never been a fan of Apple products, and I've never been one to watch the press events with Steve Jobs. I don't know if Steve Jobs is a charismatic guy, a dweeb, a shy guy, or what. I don't know how he is personally. Really, I do not know. But what I get from this trailer is that they're trying to portray him as a very charismatic, a very power-hungry guy. When I look at pictures of Steve Jobs, I don't envision him as being a charismatic guy, and that's what Michael Fassbender's portraying him as in this trailer. It makes me want to go back and watch some of his press events. I'm debating if I should do that now, or if I should just go into this movie clean and fresh. But it does look interesting. In the trailer, Michael Fassbender puts on a powerful performance, it seems, and I want to see how well he does. And I'm really interested to see Seth Rogen, bust out some drama, man. He's always in comedies, and I do truly believe that he has it in him. And this is a chance to really see if he does have it in him. So I'm looking forward to this film, and I want to see what it has to offer me. Alright guys, so now on to the in-theater segment this week. In theaters this week is Terminator Genisys and Magic Mike XXL. Now I definitely want to go see Terminator Genisys. I was going to say Terminator XXL. It's a combination of the two. You get the T-800 strip-in for women on a tour to Tampa Bay. But I am definitely interested in seeing Terminator Genisys. I'm hearing mixed reviews about it, ups and downs. I want to go into this with an open mind, and I'm excited to see the action and to see if Arnold still got it. That's going to be tough for him to pull off, but I am interested in this one. I also have not seen Magic Mike, the first one, the first Magic Mike. I have not seen it, so I am not going to be watching Magic Mike XL. I hear the first Magic Mike is actually a pretty decent movie. Maybe one of these days I'll watch it. I don't know when that'll be. I'm not going to be seeing Magic Mike XL in theaters or rented it on Redbox until I watch the first one. And even then, that's going to be kind of tough for me to do until I get a reason to watch it. I have too many other movies I want to watch, and I don't know, this one, just me watching Channing Tatum, gyrate his hips it doesn't really entice me. So let me know what you guys think of these movies. Have you seen any of them this week so far? Because they actually both opened up, I think, on Tuesday, late Tuesday night or Wednesday. So let me know if you guys have seen these yet, and if you're planning on going to see them down below in the comment section. Alright guys, and now on to the movie of the week segment. This week's movie of the week was The Imitation Game. This one is starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Keira Knightley, and was there anybody else in there that I recognized? A lot of lesser known actors in there. This movie though, even though it had lesser known actors in it, and a majority of the characters, I felt that this film was pretty well acted. There were definitely hitting the tropes of this like time period with their mannerisms and things of that nature. So I definitely enjoyed that. Benedict Cumberbatch, I haven't seen a lot of his acting. I've only seen maybe 2 things of him. I've seen him voice act in The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, and I saw Star Trek 2, whatever, I forgot the title of it. And I think that's it. I can't say I've seen him in anything else. I feel that he did really well in this movie. I don't know entirely how Alan Turing was as a person. I haven't read the book that this is based on. I did do a report when I was in college that I had to reference Alan Turing and look up some of the stuff he's did. So I thought that was cool to see this side of him as a person, at least in movie format, somebody portraying that personality. I felt that it was interesting. Benedict Cumberbatch did a good job. Keira Knightley surprisingly did a good job as well. For me, she's always been like a in the middle of the road kind of actress. Never great, never terrible. Just holds her ground. She does this thing with her lips a lot where she pouts some, and she does that in. I'm pretty sure she did it in Pirates of the Caribbean as well. And she did it in this one a few times, and it kind of is distracting, not in a like, oh man, that's sexy kind of way. It's just distracting when she does it. She, like, her upper lips kind of curls a little bit. So she did good, she did well. But overall, I thought that this movie had a good tone to it throughout. Of course, this movie was filled with heavy subject matter. Ending the war, and when the code was broken, how do we disperse this information? We choose who lives and who dies. That's heavy stuff. But at the same time, they were able to keep parts of the movie pretty light and enjoyable. And I that's what I liked about this film. Though it is heavy, it was still a decent ride, and it wasn't too down. It wasn't just something that just destroys your spirits. And it kept you uplifted. It had some jokes in there, and they played off of how Alan Turing, how Benedict played him as a very unknowledgeable guy of the code of human language and mannerisms and body language. He was very out of, he had no clue about what's going on between people, and they played jokes off of that, and I liked that. And they weren't like demeaning jokes, it was just making light of situations. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed how this tone of this film was. There were definitely some parts in this where I caught myself definitely rooting for them and cheering and happy for them when they finally break the code, and Alan Turing, everything that he's worked so hard for. Because let me preface this with saying that when the movie starts, Alan Turing's character is he's hard to like, but throughout the film he becomes easier and easier to like. So when you get to this point that I'm mentioning right now, about when he breaks the code and they're happy, they hug each other, they're high-fiving and everything, and I was like, I literally had a smile on. I was so happy for them, and I think that's a testament to the actors as well as the writing, the director as well. This film was nominated for so many awards, and I definitely see why. It did a great job of jumping between three time periods and telling 3 different points of view of his life, which he in turn was narrating throughout it all. Just a really good movie, guys. It also, especially at this time with what's happened over the last 2 weeks with the courts, the Supreme Court, ruling that marriage is marriage, love is love, and I'm definitely a believer of that. That this movie definitely is impactful if you were to watch it right now. It kind of shows you, well, not kind of, it really does show you how bad this world used to be, and it somewhat still is this bad, but we've grown a lot from this point in this film, and I'm really proud of us, and I just feel bad for I don't know, it's not pity, it's anything like that. It's just, it saddens me that people have had to go through what he went through in this film and what he went through in his life and what people go through every day. Really good film. You guys definitely should check it out. This is definitely worth the rent, and it definitely deserved all of its nominations, all of its award nominations. Really good movie, you guys. Alright guys, so that's it for Movie Time this week. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section. Let's have a great, safe 4th of July weekend. Enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. Remember, stay away from those illegal fireworks. You don't want to get fined or lose a hand. You don't want to do that, especially if it's your right hand or your left hand. You don't want to do that. So anyway, you guys, stay safe, have a great weekend. Let's have a great conversation about everything in movies that happened this week, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.